What's about my toes
We
this
finna
time?
start making you wear socks.
You say,
Well, that's fine. We
what's
cold
wrong
in here in
with-
the summer.
Hold
It
on.
was cold.
You said
There
you
be a bunch
started.
of dudes on that talking about she got pretty toes.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
See them either way.
My the TikTok tweaking too. I gotta probably delete it and re-download it. And we are here for you. Now, are you looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? You know? Sometimes you just want to listen to something and have a great time. You want to feel like you're amongst friends. You know?
We lit, baby.
Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go. Hey, y'all.
Deuce.
Hey.
What up?
What's going
Dry today.
Nah,
What Deuce do
hey,
his thing?
hey, we
Let
going
him do
corporate,
his
baby.
thing.
We going corporate, baby.
You gotta put on his business voice.
Yeah.
Deuce do his thing.
So we got V-Chat in the motherfucking building.
Hey.
It's consistent. Punk in the motherfucking building. Per usual. Killer Kham, I ain't gonna forget you this time.
What's up?
What's good? What's good on this this dry October?
Yeah, that shit ended.
Nobody
That
in this
shit
bitch dry but me.
I'm ready for the leaves to change.
Yeah, okay. You ready? You ready for
It's time to
fall
start doing
vibes?
spooky stuff. It's Halloween season.
Hey. So we are having a Halloween pod. We're gonna be dressed up.
Why are you telling people that?
To give
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Nah, I gotta come dressed
Yes,
up.
you do gotta
was
come
trying to
dressed
sneak out
up.
again
I'm
with the
telling
costume.
people
I got an
so
extra
you
cape
can
for you.
come dressed
I got an
up.
extra cape for
Come
you.
on with the,
Just
with
go as a
the-
pirate.
So Lady D gonna be here. V-Chat gonna be here. I didn't know if Killa wanted to show up for the Halloween episode. It's on the 18th. On a
I gotta
Tuesday.
check my calendar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to my assistant. My people call your people.
Okay. You do that.
Sounds good.
But we are here. What y'all want to get into? Y'all want to get to the shits or y'all just want to start light?
The shits.
He answered that too quick.
The shits.
You must have looked at the damn motherfucking topics. Goddamn.
Yes, I did.
Punk,
What's up?
can a new baby save a relationship?
No. Yes, it can.
Oh,
No,
hold on.
it
Make up
cannot.
your mind. What-
Yes.
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
Yes.
And we talked about this already. But no,
No.
a baby cannot save a
A
relationship.
baby can't save a relationship, unfortunately.
Why, ladies, why do you feel? Let me go V-Chat since she's all animated over there.
I'm animated. I don't feel like a baby will save a relationship that's already having trauma, that's already like disdained or already having trouble, because having a baby just adds more stress to the situation.
Babies take time, and that's not gonna fix a relationship. You're not gonna have the time. You could say you can make the time, but in reality, when that baby gets here and you up and down all night and you doing feedings and it's doctor's appointments, it's real. You'll find that the time is gone, came and went. And plus, having a baby is not the time to try to fix your relationship. I'm sorry, it's not the time.
Baby gonna end up like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh shit!
Say all that.
His parents were at odds. They still had him. You know, he had other kids too, but they neglected him because of their own personal issues. But that was just a
And
random.
then, are you really fixing the problem, or are we just doing this little fix real quick so that we can say we got over it, so that we can happily raise this baby? But
So it's a Band-Aid. You trying to
Right,
say it's like a
yeah.
little Band-Aid? Fixed it for a little bit. Punk, you
Y'all
go.
finished?
Go right ahead, sir. Go right ahead.
He must have thought that was coming, huh?
I see how you looking. He's just like,
So, I think it depends on what your relationship, what was the problems in your relationship. But I think the process of having a baby can show a type of appreciation that may get you to remember why you was with this person to begin with. But of course, I guess it depends on the person. But having a baby a process, and he with you all the time through the process, the ups, the downs, the all of that.
That's in a perfect scenario. Let's think
Of
real life.
course.
But let's think real life.
If y'all
Let's
had
think
conversation-
real life.
If you're asking me,
We always talk real life on here,
Yes.
baby.
Right,
Let's go.
and
No, I
right
think
now,
that's
Punk
real
is in the
life,
fairy
though.
tale. That's not real life.
No,
Because
that's
if me
not
and
real
you,
life.
if we're in a relationship and we into it, like tough, like we damn near about to break up, and I just found out that I'm pregnant,
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're not gonna be like, oh my God, let's spend all this time together. It's gonna be like, hey, let's talk.
I never said that.
But that's a
It's
process.
a process. It might
Exactly.
be I'm here for you and the baby. I'm going to appointments. I'm whatever. Then that might turn into, hey, let's go to lunch after this appointment. And then that's a whole 9 months you're with child. I ain't say it was gonna happen right then, but
if you
during that
got
process,
conflict that's real deep.
yeah,
It's gonna
but-
take more than we going to lunch and
Of
you
course.
coming with me to appointments.
Of course, but when you going to lunch and y'all remembering, like, this why I remember us having these moments, and then you can talk about those things without it being aggression or you mad at me, I'm mad at you. So the conversation probably would be a lot different.
Sounds like a Band-Aid.
How? If
And
you had a
also that depends on
conversation,
the person. Because what if the person you talking to, every time you bring up that scenario, they get triggered and start attacking you, and they start arguing with you.
that means
being
that
combative.
person don't want to work it out.
So if we about to have a baby, that baby is not saving nothing.
If you don't want to work it out, no, it ain't.
But what if it's the guy that doesn't want to work it out?
You saying I'm speaking from the guy perspective. I don't know. If the guy wanted to walk away,
Because how many times have we seen a woman get pregnant and have a child to try and keep a man? And then it does not work, and then all of a sudden, or he may give her little tad bits, or he may go to some appointments, they may do some lunches, they may have some conversations that give her this hope, but in the end, he decides that, no, I don't want to be with you, then... Exactly. Exactly. It's not going to keep a man. So now in return, you
And
have
it's
this
not saving the
gruntle ass
relationship
bitter
either.
baby mama because you gave her this, you dangled this carrot in front of her of this lifestyle, of this hope that things may work out. But the whole time you knew it's not what you wanted. So now you got the drama. This baby is missing out on having his potentially his father and his mother emotionally because she really only had this child to try and keep you.
All right,
Babies
y'all
don't say
right,
shit.
y'all right.
The baby is the Band-Aid.
Yeah, you don't want no smoke
Nah,
today,
no,
huh?
no, not on that. No, y'all got it. Shit.
Yeah.
Go all day.
I know.
Out of all the
I know.
podcasts,
That's
this is
why
the only
y'all
time
got
he
it.
has
Y'all
Damn,
got
you
it.
This is the
fucking
only
bow
time.
down.
Y'all got it.
I should have told CK ass to come. You fucking around. No, from my opinion, I think if something is gonna save a relationship, I think a baby would be that something.
It's the biggest thing.
That's just from my opinion. Like if something were to save a relationship, I think a baby would before a lot of things.
Not
Before most
time,
things.
not communication, not figuring things out first. But hey, let's have a baby.
Sometimes that baby make a person be like, you know what, I gotta get my shit together and XYZ, and sometimes that shit trigger that because they want the family.
And let's be honest here. Like if people into it, they usually don't agree to have a baby. Sometimes a baby just oops. You know?
That's what I'm saying, right? I just found out I was pregnant.
Yeah. So you saying it as if you planned it, but sometimes God work in mysterious ways.
I still don't think that's gonna save that relationship.
I think
No.
it's possible.
Yeah, also negative.
No.
I think it's possible.
I'm actually not that negative. I will give somebody a million chances, but I don't think that this baby that we having is gonna solely save our relationship. Yeah, we gonna have to reconnect and we gonna have to mend our issues, but
Absolutely.
It might not solely, but it might be the linchpin.
Yeah,
it might be the
that's what,
spark.
And
it
that
might
9 months that you pregnant, and 9 months a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
That's plenty of time for some stuff to
For
go
you
way
to meet
left
a
and
whole
then
nother
come back
girl
way
and
right
I'll-
and go
yeah.
way out south and
You're negative.
right.
No,
What
just
I-
looking at both ends of it.
Realistic.
No, y'all just assuming that the dude is a dog.
It could be the woman too. Like the woman could maybe. In some
If the
instances,
woman don't want the relationship, she getting a
Okay. Well,
next topic.
do we want to go down that rabbit hole or?
the baby is the Band-Aid. That's the answer.
The baby is the Band-Aid. Let me write that down. That's the title.
Band-Aids
That's
help
the
heal.
motherfucking title.
Band-Aids help heal wounds.
but the wounds also need air.
Yeah.
We got all type of
Band-Aid
analogies
is just-
tonight,
Band-Aid
baby.
is
So
just
when that
to stop the
Band-Aid
bleeding.
turned 3 years old, and now I got some time to talk about what
You done
happened
got
back
the air.
then.
You done got the air in them 3 years. So guess what? You healed now.
No, the
That
Band-Aid
wound
has
is
been
healed.
on for 3 years, and
that
now it's
wound
time
is
to take it
healed.
off.
That wound is
The
healed.
Band-Aid went to daycare. Now it's just you and me. What
That
we...
wound is healed.
No, that's not how that works.
That is how that works.
The longer you keep the Band-Aid on, the longer it takes to heal.
Exactly.
If our relationship's so bad, why we still having unprotected sex?
Because we're irresponsible. That's the answer.
Yes.
Facts.
We lying to
Yes.
each other. And hard to tell.
It ain't about no lying
It
to
feels
each
better
other.
right now.
We ain't lying to each other about fucking raw. We just doing that shit. It ain't no lying.
No,
to
yes,
each other.
we are.
Ain't nobody still talking about, yeah, I'll put a condom on. Oh,
What
I
Joe Budden
forgot
just
it
said
slipped
that-
out.
Buy the
Cut it
condoms
out.
and have them on the nightstand.
When that Joe Budden
Yeah,
just
but
said
if
he
she
fake put a
say
condom
you
on.
ain't got, huh?
Didn't Joe Budden say on one of his last podcasts that got taken down that he would fake putting a condom on before he had sex with a
I don't know
girl?
what that. I ain't hear that. I don't know.
That's a no, fellas. I don't know if y'all.
Yeah,
know
I ain't trying to chirk a
It starts-
motherfucker into nothing.
It starts with an R. We're not gonna say the word, but it starts with an R. No, they call it something with the R word, something type of R.
Yeah, but
It's not that. I'm like, I already just threw me
don't
off.
do it. Don't do it. What's up?
I'll look it up right
Deuce?
now. Google is right here. Y'all
what
ain't
you
gonna make
talking
me
about,
look
Deuce?
like I'm crazy.
The R word. 'Cause I was just like, wait, that just went way left.
So,
What was we even talking about?
we were talking about baby saving the relationship.
Oh, that was still part of the Joe Budden stuff.
No, I don't know why you.
That's
bring up
what
the
I'm
Joe
trying to
Budden?
No, because we asked because you asked
why are we still
still
having
having
children?
unprotected
Oh,
sex.
yeah,
Unprotected
yeah,
sex.
yeah.
As a response to babies don't save relationships.
We
Babies not
irresponsible.
Band-Aids.
We irresponsible.
Facts.
Oh, babies are Band-Aids.
Ain't no line going on. We just irresponsible.
Like fuck it, I just buy a Plan B.
Damn.
Since y'all,
Shit.
That's how some people look at it.
I'm praying.
That's why I've been married so long. 'Cause
Praying it away.
I wasn't getting none of them and all that. I was.
They actually like $10 on Amazon. I don't know
Come
if
on,
they work.
Deuce.
I don't know if they work, but it's definitely
Deuce.
some on Amazon for $10.
Disclaimer: we don't know if they work.
Right, I don't know. I just
Dude.
you like
Just
say
Looking them up. Keep fact checking.
on Amazon.
Deuce.
Oh.
Can we,
You tired of them? All right. So
Oh,
how
shit.
did y'all feel? Okay. I always preface this. You know we from Chicago, right? So
Chi-town.
how do y'all feel about Kanye Yeezy with his White Lives Matter shirts from his new Yeezy collection? You digging it? You feeling that?
I'm not feeling it.
I don't think nobody feels this shit.
I don't care, honestly.
I have
I
nothing
ain't
to say
even thought about
Kanye.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not into fashion that much to talk about like how impactful that is to fashion, but it's like the Make America
Great
Great
again.
Again hats. I was about
This
to say
this
white.
what's gonna happen. Kanye finna put that out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna get bought.
Yeah,
They're gonna buy it. It's marketing.
Yeah.
Actually, they're gonna
agree.
twist
I don't care.
it
I don't-
and make it into something that is not.
Exactly.
And still wear it.
It's marketing. It's controversial.
He's a
They
genius,
gonna buy
like
it.
he always says. He's
That's
a
all.
genius.
That's just how I'm looking at it. Ye doing his shit, and Ye do what he
It's
doing
his
shit.
money if that's what he want to put on them shirts.
V-Chat, go ahead.
I don't have nothing to say.
All right. Kanye know what he doing.
Exactly.
He know what he doing.
Exactly.
We gonna leave that to Kanye.
He understands the culture. He understands.
This nigga, he worth down there $4 billion. Why I'm thinking about what Kanye doing, what he doing. He know what he doing when he be doing it.
He do. But he understands that. All right, this gonna piss a bunch of people off. This gonna piss a bunch of black people off. And then he gonna let it simmer down.
Yeezys,
And
drop
then he
another
gonna
album.
drop an album on that ass.
Everybody gonna get back in.
And we
line,
gonna
like,
conveniently
okay, we
forget
forgive
about
you.
all his fuck shit, and we gonna forgive him.
Fucking genius.
Yeah, I'm a Kanye stan too, so
Yeah, genius.
I ain't gonna slander him, but we know what he doing. We done.
If I see one of you Negroes in that shirt, it's up.
No,
It's up. I swear to God.
I didn't say all of that. I didn't say all of
I
that.
can't
I'm just
afford
saying.
that shirt, V-Chat.
I didn't say all of that.
Yeah, I can't even.
I don't have an issue with him doing what he doing, but I ain't wearing it.
I ain't wearing that shit. All right, we done with him. Dry October, y'all. Can you tell?
I ain't dry. I
Nobody's gonna
tried.
drive but me. Now
She use a fool.
I gotta be a fool.
Can we give a little hypothetical here?
Yeah, I like hypotheticals. I can lie.
The person. We do not lie to our fans.
I don't lie in real life with these hypotheticals.
Do we have fans or do we just have listeners?
I think we got fans.
Okay.
I read the comments on TikTok, and there's a lot of them that be like, "Bro, never miss." So that means they gotta be watching all the shit to feel that way. Sorry, ladies, but
Somebody just commented on YouTube like, as soon as I saw Lady D, I knew this was gonna be a good pod.
yeah,
That
see,
warmed my heart.
That's lit.
That's gonna warm her heart too.
I'll send it
They
to
be
her.
TikTok, they be on the ass.
TikTok, she be ready to fight.
On her ass. What was the question, Deuce?
So, the person you're dating, you're liking, you're vibing,
Sound like a no for me.
used to do porn.
Yep.
Deal breaker?
Sounds like a no for me.
So it's not a deal breaker.
Yes, it's a no.
We asked if it was a deal breaker. You said no.
He means yes. Yes, it is a deal
Yes,
breaker.
it's a deal breaker.
He's saying she's a no for him.
She's a no for me.
Your health gotta be on a 10, but I'll consider it because you might have some tricks that I don't know yet.
Whoa!
And that's an opportunity for me
To learn some shit.
tap into your knowledge so that when I go elsewhere,
Sure.
So right, so
That went left.
basically-
That went left real
So
quick.
basically, what she's saying is it'll be a good fuck.
You-
But I would never be in a relationship with you. You a good fuck.
You finna,
Right.
you
could be a
finna
good
back
fuck.
this.
Yes.
Oh shit!
be my-
Y'all better not say another motherfucking thing about no men using women for nothing ever.
Because what?
You
what
gonna
does-
teach me some
what
shit
does
I
it-
can
what
take
does
to this
his
next
past-
nigga. What?
What does his past have to do with his future? I won't be in his future.
Why?
he meeting other people and learning new tricks from them live on camera. So why can't I
He
take
did
some back
that
to the
already.
bank?
That's his past, though.
That's his past. He ain't still doing it.
Okay,
He ain't
and
shot a film in over a year.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
say
yeah,
that it's
that's
for the
very short
next
time.
man. I'm just keeping it in my back pocket. You
that's your
never know when you
job.
I
gotta
ain't
pull
doing
that
some
card
sh-
out.
But what if he's a good guy? What if he's an amazing guy? What if he, like I
It
said,
ain't
y'all
gonna work.
vibing,
They
y'all-
already thinking about leaving them, showing the next dude
Actually,
tricks.
So
I'm one
It
of
ain't
those
gonna- it
people
ain't gonna
where
work.
we can hook up
So
for a couple
this,
times.
Fellas,
this
if
girl,
you in
so
the
this,
porn
this
industry-
hypothetical woman could give you the best head you ever had in your life. You're not gonna entertain that. You gonna walk away and not let her suck your dick.
What are you talking about?
The hypothetical, the porn girl.
porn
He
girl.
said
The porn girl,
he gonna
yes.
give her a
Is it
chance.
a no for me to be in a relationship with her?
It-
That
he
is
did.
a no for
We
me.
said no too, but we said we still gonna fuck.
No,
I said I
y'all
would
said
consider it.
yes.
No, well, I'm still
And y'all gonna use the trick.
I said, no, what I said
No,
was
that's what
that
was
would be
said.
a good fuck. I said it would not be a relationship.
You said it.
I said no relationship.
That was in your backing.
Yeah.
Her shenanigans.
Yeah.
Right.
I said,
She was shenanigan.
I'm not gonna consider it, but I will fuck her.
because I want to learn some new tricks. Facts.
Y'all ain't shit.
I'm also the type of person where if
Join
we
the club.
vibing, then if I like you, I'm
the
gonna cut
club,
everybody
shit.
else off. But for right now, I'm gonna consider it.
So you gonna be doing other you? Oh shit! Come on,
I don't
one
do
more.
No,
that.
I need to, no. I need to talk to Punk real quick.
Yeah, what up, Deuce?
Why you ain't giving them an honest shot if that's they pass?
Cause it's just not. That's not in my who I am. That ain't how. I can't do it. It's something I can't deal with mentally. Knowing
Would you still
like,
fuck though?
no.
You wouldn't get your dick sucked. Right.
That's different.
No, it's not.
Okay, whatever.
Because
I probably would.
no, because you can
You
fuck with a
consider
condom on.
it
She's
too.
sucking your dick. She probably not using no condom to suck your dick.
You're right, and you're right. Damn.
Exactly.
It's a bad day.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm gonna have to walk away. Period. Cause I can't. I can't. It ain't my style. It ain't my speed.
Hey, wait to get this spicy.
I ain't with it.
What you gonna do, Deuce? What's
your answer?
What's your answer?
Deucing.
And I think
There you go, Pump.
that porn stars may be great people. I'm not saying that, but it's just not my. I couldn't live mentally. I would be thinking about that shit like, and I don't want to live in that type of.
But what if one of your tapes got leaked and then no one ever wanted to have sex with you again because now you're considered a porn star?
Right.
Because your sex tape was leaked.
I don't make them.
Okay.
You gotta flick out those
lying.
somewhere.
That's
You gotta,
hypothetical lie.
lie.
you gotta flick out
Them
there
all on my
somewhere.
phone.
Exactly. So you make them then.
Yeah, they ain't.
Exactly,
They
so-
don't go out to
It
nobody.
don't matter who
It don't-
recorded it. It's a sex tape. And
Right,
It's out there. And
right.
But
now
there's no
porn
way
stars-
for it to get out.
We gave you a hypothetical that
People
it
have
did get
phones all
out.
the time.
I'm already married, so she know about all of this. You know, I should be
It
good.
doesn't matter who filmed it, where it came
This
from.
is a hypothetical.
It's a
You're
sex
bringing in
tape.
real life.
Right. I'm saying I couldn't hypothetically be in a relationship with a porn star, known porn star. I'm thinking like
We said relationship too, but we're addressing the fact of would you fuck? Would you get your dick
I
sucked?
wouldn't- I don't-
Just say yes.
the head
Because
part,
you would.
no, because the head part is blowing me. But
Why is
gotta
it
be a
blowing
no.
you?
I can't. It's just that ain't my speed.
Okay.
If I know you done been around the world.
They didn't say they
What
would
if
been
you
around the
haven't been around
world. They
world?
just
What
said
if
they
just
made
have one
yeah.
partner, or they do
It could
solo
have
flicks.
Hey, it
See,
could have
y'all-
right. It could have been
y'all-
solo flicks.
y'all-
It could have been they could have just been with
All
their
of
partner
that
making
matters.
flicks.
All of that matters.
Period. She's on
If you
Pornhub
one of
or
them people
XX
that's-
videos.
No,
So
it
it
matters.
can't happen. I'm saying
Who
because
ain't?
because this person is on Pornhub or X
Right.
videos.
Everybody
Then you
else.
can't.
I ain't no Pornhub,
Really,
but
it's-
it's probably a lot of
I ain't no
motherfuckers.
You don't want to
on
pull up to a
Pornhub.
place and somebody be like,
I'm not
"Oh,
Pornhub.
is that such and such off?"
Right.
Pornhub.
I don't. Really, I don't. But
I
especially
don't
if
care.
you
I'm
on
just gonna wander
Pornhub
away.
with
Like, what's happening?
100 different
Right.
people, like, no, I don't want to pull up with you, and they like, shorty on Pornhub. No, I don't.
And then if they walk up to you, you
I
could
don't.
easily just have the upper hand and be like, "I know we decided that together."
Facts.
I don't want to deal with it. Motherfucker, like, I
He
don't.
doesn't want to be approached.
Because
Can I
if a
Period.
dude say something ignorant, then what?
He just said something ignorant.
Hell no. See,
Don't
what's
be ready
your
to
question,
fight.
dude?
So you worry about what other people think?
No. Hell no. But in the instances she talking about, like,
That's
you
gonna
have
play
to
a
worry
part.
about those things. But for me, I don't really care
It's
about
on
what
the
other people
cons
think.
list. It's not a pro. It's on the cons.
It's just that shit ain't for me.
Okay. So
Okay.
when are you comfortable making a video with somebody?
First night.
D-
No, I'm lying.
Somebody okay, no videos. First night on the
I'm lying.
If you pull a camera out on the first night, it's over. Over. You got two.
Well, what if you guys?
overzealous.
But what if you guys have been talking
Demon.
for a couple months and you just feeling
Keep a
it?
camera in my
No,
bag.
we gotta know. No, this is our first time.
I'm gonna
Being
bust out the
together.
mini tripod on your
Tripod.
lights set, got the mood
You
going.
You trying to get close
right
ups,
there, right there.
poses? No,
All right, I quit.
I'm out of here.
Killa, can I get a straight answer though? When are you comfortable? Does it have to be your boo, your relationship? You gotta be married.
We gotta be an established
Fucking
relationship
lie.
before you can have any videos of me. And then when we fall out of an established relationship, then videos gotta go first.
That's why you record them on your phone.
What's the
way you keep 'em.
What is he? When is he supposed to get them?
Y'all can just watch them together on her phone.
He wanna watch.
Fuck out of
He
here.
wanna watch when you ain't
Video of
there.
us on my phone.
Baby, we could airplay it to the TV. We could cast it to the TV if you want to watch it that way. But you're not getting this. Like,
Punk.
What up?
When are you comfortable making a video
He
with?
said it the first time.
I'm not.
You did say the first night.
Nah, I was bullshit.
he wasn't playing y'all.
Comfortable making videos. 5 years.
5 years.
I'm trying to think of, I don't know when.
We not asking when you actually
I
did
don't
it.
know, Deuce.
Are
I
you
don't
in a
know.
It's just a question.
y'all still
It's
just-
I'm
another
really trying to
hypothetical.
think,
It's another
like-
hypothetical. Like,
Based off you now, not the past. Based off you now.
The first night, my face ain't in it.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. First night. Okay. B chat.
no comment.
But
gotta blur out the
also,
tattoos too. You
also-
got tattoos.
You got all these identifying
ain't no
marks.
tattoos on my legs. But
This is gonna be your leg.
You can only feel my legs.
You're gonna be like this. That's all you gonna see. Is
From the pelvis.
About to get a chest shot.
From the pelvis down.
pelvis.
Somebody gonna be like, I know them cats anywhere.
y'all stupid.
Nail
Oh,
lady gonna be
shit.
like, I seen these toes before.
You a lie, fuck my socks on.
Oh, you wanted it? Okay, Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus.
What's
Okay.
the next topic, Deuce? I'm finna
We
be
fly.
in all type of trouble. Mama, I love you.
Mama, I
Act
love
like you ain't heard none of that the past 5
Just
minutes.
mute the show. Just mute it.
It's too late to mute it. You know, just act like you ain't
Most
here.
uncut. So y'all see that bullshit with that the high school football team? High school football team performs fake slave auction for TikTok. I don't know if it was TikTok or just social media. It looked like it was for TikTok. Forced to quit the season or forfeit the season. Is that a fair punishment?
The principal came through and just fired everybody. Like, y'all are gone.
Did he?
Yeah, they
Oh,
said
he
they
or she?
kicked everybody involved off the team, and it was no more players left for them to even play.
They need to be off the team forever.
Facts.
Not a
They
fucking
Not just
year.
for a
need
year.
to be off
Not
the
a-
team.
They need to be off the team
Expelled
forever.
something. That wasn't cool.
Damn, you want them to be expelled?
I ain't gonna say expel because I look at. I mean, that's still.
Yeah, we talk about kids here.
Yeah,
These are high school kids. These are not. These are high school kids. Like,
but
it
they
doesn't
could
make
have did
sense.
that anywhere. They could have
Yeah.
did it outside the school. So I don't want to take away their school shit. I don't know. I
But
mean, I'm
either
just
way,
saying.
it's on the internet now. So any college
Yeah,
that's
they gonna see
looking
that shit.
to accept them now has to really decide: do we want to face the backlash of that? Because it's black
But
kids
let's-
on every college campus. They gonna see them.
Let's be real. What really would be the backlash? And when they go to college.
None.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit gonna be dead and ain't nobody gonna be talking about it
Yep.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Like, that's the reality of it. All this shit happens so quick is whatever for a day or two and then that's it.
What if these kids want to do something like be a politician? That's gonna come back up.
Then they gonna be the ones who are already doing this shit. Trump was grabbing bitches by the pussy. Joe Biden was talking some he don't like black people shit in the 90s. Like, all of this shit is
Yeah.
out there.
all out
Hillary
there.
called black people savages. Like, the shit is what it is. Politicians be having all type of dirt and they still be politicians because they all dirty.
Oh, that's another topic. Are y'all being too hard on the kids here?
I'm not.
I think the biggest takeaway from this is that those African American kids who sat there. They need to know their history. They need to be taught their history.
They know that shit.
But
And
I
they
feel
thought
like
it was funny.
history is so whitewashed in school. It's not taught the way I don't feel like it's taught the way that it should be.
Probably not.
So I feel like that's a takeaway from it too. Like they need to have better curriculums when it comes to teaching the history. And then as parents, as the adults and as parents, we have to do better by educating our children as well. Ain't no way in hell. My son was up there. Baby, the next TikTok you saw was my foot stuck in his ass.
As it should have been. But that don't mean that they parents ain't teach them that or that they don't know. They thought it was funny.
Yeah, everybody trying to go viral. Baby.
That's what it's about. Unfortunately, let's go viral.
They went viral.
Well, maybe that's another lesson in your integrity too. Your integrity, you got to stand on some shit. You got to have some.
Kids don't understand integrity. They don't care nothing about it.
It ain't just the kids either.
No, it ain't.
It's just the kids.
But we talking about kids.
Yeah,
right
we are. Let's change speeds because I did see a TikTok trend along the same lines where it'll be a black man with his white girlfriend and he acting like he being. I don't know if it's auctioned or he was acting like he's a slave or something. Like he on the slave block or whatever. And what the fuck is wrong with y'all? what is wrong with y'all?
I don't even know.
From a person in an interracial relationship, what's wrong with y'all?
I don't even want to talk about this shit. What? I don't
understand what is appealing about that.
Why is slave shit like funny? Something to joke about. Something to make light up. Like, that shit wasn't cool in no way. Think about you being auctioned off. What?
You think it's a coping mechanism?
Hell no. How you coping with it?
Trying to make light of it.
You can't make light of that. No.
Then you might as well say any and everybody can say the N word.
Isn't that how it is?
No.
Shit.
People
are trying to make it that way, but it's not that.
But it's still people that feel like, no, I ain't gonna say that in front of. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna say it.
They just know who to say it in front of, or they know who to do that in front of.
They think they know.
That shit's stupid.
Till they find out.
Right. That shit's stupid.
Yeah. Got to do better. I ain't gonna beat them up too bad. They kids. Their brains aren't developed. But moving on. You good over there, Killa? Yeah. I'm just checking in with you. I was gonna come to you, but you pulling out that mics that you tucked earlier.
I got the bottle opener in here. Telling all my secrets as a person. Have the cats out of the bag.
Hey, enjoy yourself. You deserve it. Killa, do you believe cheating is an addiction?
Yes.
Whoa. This nigga just damn near choked up a lung over there.
Quick. He choked on his drink.
Quick. Shit.
Can you expound on that?
Please
Killa?
do.
I get 2 mics.
Hell yeah, I want to hear this.
I think that when you do something one time and it gives you some positive feeling, that you want to do that thing all the time because you want that positive feeling all the time. And I think just like all things that give you a great positive feeling, it becomes compulsive at some point. Your body is just seeking to do that action because you want to feel great.
What's the thing you feeling? What's the action you talking about?
Probably adrenaline from doing it and not getting caught.
Doing what?
Or cheating, having sex, flirting.
The what? Having what?
Having sex.
So the sex giving you
cheating.
the feeling.
You didn't hear the rest of what I said?
She also said
flirting.
So flirt with your man.
Right.
All right, keep on coming. What's
those all release endorphins in your brain.
So you saying if you flirt with your man?
What you mean with your man? I thought we was talking about cheating.
If you
You're right,
flirting
we
with
talking about
anybody
cheating,
and it's
but
making you feel some
she's
type
saying,
of way,
she's saying that if you cheat, it make you feel.
Okay, you saying that you getting these feelings?
It's new.
Okay,
It's something new.
Okay.
Your woman could give you these feelings, right? If she flirting
she
with
can.
you.
But let's just say it's one of those
if y'all having
instances where
sex,
she's not.
Hey, that wasn't part of the.
Be miserable, my boy.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What's up, Deuce?
Yeah, you see, y'all going down a rabbit hole. Can we stay on topic? Is
That's
cheating
not what
an
I'm
addiction?
saying at all. But I'm saying, like, when you cheat and it feels great, then you want to do it again because it feels great. I want to feel great all the time. I'm not saying that you should also sacrifice your happiness. If that's what makes you happy, go ahead. I'm just saying it's an addiction.
This is what I'm trying to get to be understood.
Go ahead.
If the addiction is to the great feeling
Just be single.
from having sex, because that's really the feeling,
Could be a lot of
then
things
that
you do
don't
with
mean
another
that
But that's
cheating is an addiction.
what I'm saying
That
is you're
means
getting
that
the feeling from the act of being in a relationship with somebody and going behind them. That thrill that you get from, I'm talking to somebody who's not my partner and they're making me feel some type of way. It's that thrill that can lead to the addiction, that makes the addiction. I like the way it feels when I know I'm not supposed to be talking to this chick, but I'm talking to her anyways, and I got a girlfriend at home.
Okay.
B-chat?
I don't think cheating is an addiction. I
Thank
think
you.
that it's done to put a band-aid over certain things, and once that wound is not healed
happy.
or whatever is in the relationship, I feel like a person can constantly just look to do that to aid them through whatever situation that they're in. But I don't think that it's an addiction.
But I also don't think that every person that cheats is just addicted to cheating. And I think that's what you're hearing. I don't think if you're a
We
cheater
asked a
that you do
generalized
it all the
question.
time. Some people are just, they are like that. I get in a relationship because I want to be with somebody, but I also just can't help
to
it.
cheat.
You might
People
get in a
relationships to
relationship and say my intention is not to do it, but because you like the feeling and you're addicted, you're going to do it again.
Okay.
You not buying up on?
Hell no, but I mean,
Sis on her own with this one.
it is. It's definitely my opinion. I don't think cheating is an addiction.
Because I think if you just like that feeling of the excitement, it's just like, why not just
Create
be
that.
single, or you can be single
Because it doesn't give you the same feeling.
and just be a serial dater. It could be because you could date multiple people without having that responsibility or that hanging over your head, or that like I'm potentially hurting somebody, or this situation can turn volatile, or it could be anything, So just like you don't have to have that tie to anybody. You could just do what the fuck you want to do. You could.
I think some
flirt.
serial cheaters, it's not like that for them. It's the risk. That's what makes it exciting. Like stealing. You steal because you like the risk of not being caught. That's what it is. I don't want to be caught.
Self-checkout at Walmart.
See how she was tucking that bottle in her sweater?
So, what about this sentiment? Because I keep hearing this, and I gotta speak on it. Why does everybody answer just be single? If the whole world is single, what the hell we got going on?
No, we said
They
if you want
don't
to
rock-
cheat.
They don't
It just-
rock with polygamy.
It just seems like that's all I hear. Like, if you do this,
That's
just
not
be
the answer
single.
to
If you do that,
everything either.
just be
What?
single.
Being single?
We just all be in a polygamy relationship.
I ain't say we
No.
all,
No.
but the ones that's what y'all doing anyway, and probably would.
Punk, you
prosper
think we
being
just
in
need?
it.
You think everybody just need to be single?
No.
If those are your actions, if you feel like you want to be with multiple people, then why not be single? If you want to be with multiple people. But if you have it in your heart to be with one person and to do that and to live your life like that, then hey, go for it. Not saying that people don't fuck up, not saying that you won't ever cheat. Not saying that your spouse may never cheat.
But that's how it's
But
presented.
if-
It's presented as if you have to cheat, just
No.
be single.
If you have that, if you need the fulfillment of cheating, the fulfillment of multiple people all the time, that's my suggestion is to be single. But you can.
So what's wrong with poly?
I don't have anything wrong with poly. If you and
so
the
why you
person,
ain't suggest being poly?
Because it may not work for if a guy
That's
like
not everybody's
how many
jam.
guys do you know is gonna be okay with sharing a woman with another guy?
Me being single, sleeping with 7 women ain't everybody.
But that's you though.
Jam.
Okay,
As a
so
woman,
we're in
if
a
I wanna
relationship
be
and I'm
in a
like, hey,
relationship and
I'm
have
like, hey,
5 different
babe,
guys.
let's be in a poly relationship. You okay with being another guy? Like you live with another guy? Y'all being like bros?
Who?
In a poly relationship, it could go both
No.
ways. I could have 2
I
men.
think that's really the conversation.
Exactly.
When we talk
so
about
basically,
poly relationships,
a guy
it's
can
men
have
with,
multiple women,
Right.
but a woman could never have multiple men.
And then when it,
I didn't say
when
never.
it is the other
You just
way,
said if you ask
every
me.
man
But,
Me,
no,
gonna
but,
tell you
but,
no.
no, but you're suggesting a poly. Why not have a polygamous relationship? Why does the polygamy for you have to be you with multiple women and not
How
you as my
many-
man with another man?
Hold on. How many women out here know they man cheater and still with them?
Probably 80% of them.
Right.
Damn,
many
80? Shit.
You already kind of in some poly shit. But anyway, how many dudes in a relationship know they girl cheat?
About 50.
You see the ratio in that?
I know, right? There's a ratio, exactly.
If
but when
you're already with 80%,
right, but
you're
if,
already with this guy,
say you're my man,
knowing he's
But
sleeping
she
with
can't
somebody
openly
else.
just come in and be like, babe, I'm in a relationship with you, but I also want to be in a relationship with all these
Or
That
people.
ain't what we
or
talking
as
about.
Or
That's
as a guy,
not
okay, as your woman, hypothetically, as your woman, all right, I know you're cheating. So what you want me to bring it to you? Like, hey, babe, well, I know you're cheating, so you might as well just bring her in too.
If he bring it to you, if I bring it to you, then what?
She's saying hell the fuck no.
I don't. It would be
Exactly.
situational.
But you already doing the shit anyway.
But it's just like you, like when you think, you know, like
Nah,
you
then
know,
the
Punk, they
answer
gonna kill you
is
for
no, I'm
this.
saying,
Punk, they gonna
when
kill
you
you
know
because
you
they gonna be
know-
like,
I
this
know,
ain't that ain't
I
poly.
know.
They
Well,
gonna say
when
that
you
ain't
know your
poly.
spouse is
It
cheating,
is
you
what it
have like
is.
a speculation, like you think, like there's some things. Sometimes you don't have but I'm saying like sometimes you can have a feeling, but you may not have concrete evidence that it's happening.
Okay.
But it's just
You know what y'all say a million times on here? I feel like
I feel like
y'all
you
go
shit
off
too.
of feelings.
And just because I'm in
Goddamn
tune
it.
with
And
my
them
feelings
feelings.
does not mean
All right,
anything.
so if I
Maybe
come to
you
you-
tune with your
Remember that
feelings.
the next time
So if
you
I
be
come
talking
to you
about, I
and
felt
say,
like you did
"Hey,
X,
babe,
Y, your feelings don't mean shit.
I feel like you're cheating on me." What you gonna say? You gonna say, "Yeah, babe, I'm cheating"? No, you're gonna be
Not
like,
if I
"You're
ain't
crazy."
cheating.
If you
Without
are
a-
cheating, but if you are in fact cheating, you're still
You still gonna
Let's
say
pose
no,
this.
I'm not.
in
to
a
make her feel
in a
better.
relationship. When a guy is cheating, if their woman was to go to them and be like, "Hey, babe, I feel like you're cheating on me," how many men
Yeah,
are?
no, he gonna tell
how
you he
many
need evidence.
exactly? How many men are gonna be like, "Yeah, babe, you're right. I'm cheating." You're full of shit. So polygamy, if you want to be in a
And then
polygamous
that
relationship, it
situation,
goes
you
both
can't
ways.
just turn it around and be like, I am cheating, so we should just have a polygamy relationship. It just makes sense. That's not going to be received well either. Because
but
not
like-
only am I getting burned, now you telling me I got to be a sister
Now you
wife?
talking about getting burned.
Not
Listen,
burned in the
you
fact
wasn't
of like with
caring about
STD.
getting burned if you ain't know.
No,
You
she just
knew he
said-
was cheating. You're still
She had a
taking the
feeling.
risk of getting burned.
She had a
I ain't-
feeling. So she's coming to you. "Hey, babe, I feel like you're cheating
Whatever
on
that
me."
is.
Suspicion.
Are you
feel
going to
like
tell
if
me?
you-
Little pieces of information that lead me to believe that
You know
you are
what?
cheating,
You
but I
know
have
what?
no concrete
I'm
evidence. I have no
glad.
calls, pictures, no texts.
I am glad
So
y'all
I'm
doing
confronting
this.
you.
Doing what?
Why?
Because I just want y'all to see how full of shit y'all be. Because y'all don't want us to believe y'all feelings y'all be having. So the
Feelings?
next time y'all get he probably doing XYZ because this did hell nah. If you ain't got
here's
no
my
concrete
exactly.
evidence,
So that's the
say
point.
shit about
That's
shit.
the point that I'm
Ain't
making.
no-
Men should follow that
ain't
same
no
rule.
more.
If you don't have any
Yeah,
concrete
he
evidence,
probably
then don't say shit
cheating,
about
girl.
shit either.
He
Well,
ain't did.
exactly,
He
so
probably
If
ain't no
we
more
both
of that.
don't have concrete
can have
evidence,
that.
then we gotta
Hell
both
no,
just
you
sit here
can't.
quietly.
Why not?
No,
Why
no.
not? Because if I'm
Nope.
coming to you
Nope.
as your woman, like,
Nah.
"Hey, babe, I feel like
Nah.
you're cheating on me," you're still not going to tell me. So what
you
difference?
ain't.
So
You're
what
not
difference
gonna
is it?
come like I feel like you cheating. You,
A lie?
who the other you been fucking with?
Same shit. Exact same
That ain't
shit.
the
Do the
same
same
shit.
thing.
How is it
That
the
ain't
same?
the
Does
same.
that.
No,
Because
if
if
you
you're
come to
fucking
me
with another
like,
bitch, if you're fucking with another
pause,
bitch, you're going to
pause.
lie and say
Watch
that you're
this.
not. You
Watch
gotta-
this.
are you
The
gonna lie?
energy is completely.
Watch you lie?
If you come to me like, man, I feel like you fucking somebody else, I'll be like, shit, feelings. Yeah, all right.
Exactly.
If you come to me like, who the other bitch you fucking, I'm gonna be like, damn, she might have caught this or checked that
But
it's
either
a
way,
whole
you're still.
different
But
type of
either way,
energy.
you're still not being
I'm not
honest. You're not
what
gonna
I'ma
say
lie-
shit.
If I feel like
Exactly.
I'm cold,
So what
fuck
you're
am I
saying
steady
is, if
lying
you think
for?
your partner is cheating, just accuse him.
No, I ain't
Fact.
say that.
That's
That's what you
exactly
just
you're
said.
saying.
If I
Because
came
our
in
feelings
and
don't
said,
matter.
"Who is this
Our
bitch you
intuition does not
sleeping
matter.
with?" You gonna be
If
like,
your
I'm
intuition
caught.
don't
You're gonna
matter.
be guilty
Exactly.
already.
So exactly.
So accusations only. You sleeping with this other girl, you either gonna say no and prove your case, or you gonna look guilty and be cold.
Yes.
So
What the
that's
fuck
what I'm
that
saying.
is?
either way,
Then you
either way,
hey,
what
Killa. Killa, if he just looked guilty, he caught.
either
Yes.
way,
eyes start getting shifty, that's gonna say some stuff to me.
If he look guilty,
either way,
he
men
bounced
are
off.
not. Whether you go with an attitude or you come to the table as humble as pie, a man is never going to admit that he's cheating on you until he is caught red-handed.
That's a lie.
Period.
That's a lie.
No.
Alright.
You better step your
I'm ready
poker
to
face up
test
then.
theories. I'm ready to test theories.
That's them
That's a
shit.
lie.
Okay. Bingo, we got action.
Test them shit, so hold on. You can't
It's
test
about to
me.
go
We-
down.
I ain't talking about you. I'm just
I know
saying
you
general.
ain't.
I'm just saying in general.
She gonna have some real statistics and some real answers
Right.
for the next
Test
time.
In about,
that
in about an
nigga.
hour.
Ain't got nothing to do with me, man.
Shit to do with me?
Let's get these motherfucking results here.
Get him in. Better for the
Let's
show.
do
Get
it.
these statistics.
Let's do it.
1 out of 1. Fuck was right. God damn it.
I'm finna do a survey. I'm finna survey 100 of you no good ass niggas.
Just make a broad post. I know you
If
sleeping
you
with that other
surveying
girl. Watch
100 no
everybody
good
comment.
niggas, what you think gonna be the results? They all no good. You ain't getting none of them a chance. Like, you just surveyed 100. No,
You just said I can't come in and say I feel.
Right, because you said you're gonna be like, your feelings, You gonna leave
gonna
it alone.
laugh
Exactly.
at my
Fuck-
feelings.
Basically, fuck your feelings. So if I come to you like,
in
who is that bitch you
crazy.
fucking? You still gonna be like,
I gotta
babe,
be
you
irrational
crazy.
and flip the table, right? And make my accusations.
And he's still gonna be like,
either
babe,
gonna
you tripping.
fold
There's nobody.
or you standing up
It's
for
just
yourself.
you. Either way, he's gonna lie. So it don't matter.
alright. Whatever. Y'all right.
Depend on where that man is.
And now
His
we start
state of
catching
mind.
people at like inconvenient places.
Places,
Like
man.
you on the toilet. Who is this?
Pop me in the shower with a motherfucker.
Pictures. I need some answers right now, or I'm flushing the toilet.
Get it while they
what,
sleep.
Huh, babe,
Get
what?
it while they
Who
sleep,
was it?
exactly.
What
Huh?
the fuck you talking about?
Ask him why they sleep. Huh?
You taking
You
your
lying.
shoes off. Who is this?
Y'all can't
Don't
hold
ask
like,
no
what?
man no question why he sleep.
Y'all can't
That's
hold
petty
water.
as hell.
No, it's not.
Y'all-
Cold rag
That's
to
the best
the
time.
Y'all
And
delusional.
that's the best time. No time to think of a lie.
Right. Your brain's still waking up.
No time to think of a lie.
What you
Yeah,
gonna say, huh?
Exactly.
You gonna keep saying huh until you figure it out. Who is this? They say
Y'all
me.
ain't
Who is
shit.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
so serious.
That's my sister.
You
We've been
ever
together 30 years.
Hey,
That's my
Punk.
fucking sister.
And guess what?
Hey,
I'm
Punk.
gonna call and confirm.
Punk, you ever got a whooping in your sleep? That's like a damn whooping in your sleep. You just wake up to an ass whooping.
Huh? What? Who?
Oh man, cheating always get these people riled up. So, did y'all want to respond to
TikTokers.
some stitches? Shout out to the TikTok community. We 20K strong.
We rocks with y'all.
Yeah,
Someone could say, yeah, they alright.
some of y'all, yeah, wow. I fucks with y'all, but come on, man. Alrighty. Oh, this was a popular one. Was this us? Let's see.
Why we can't have sex? I don't have any effort to.
Bullshit. I'm gonna put some faces up on the screen, and y'all can tell me if her answer
Run
changes.
that shit.
Still tired?
I'm ready
Are
to
y'all
respond.
Still tired?
I'm still tired for Michael B. Jordan.
Are you
I'm sorry,
really
but-
tired? Or are you just
just
really
is
not
what it
attracted
is.
to
So
your
she's putting
partner?
up faces
Oh,
of celebrities.
Bullshit.
Y'all can't
Guys,
see.
forget why you get into these relationships, especially women who get married. How do you think you got that ring in the first place? By being a little freaky deek. When you guys make these excuses like, "Oh, I'm just tired from being a mother and understand there's a grace period in being exhausted after
Play
having
the other
kids.
one,
But
too.
do y'all know how many
don't
other
play 'em.
women, specific Spanish women,
can
and
hear that
things
one,
snap
too.
back? How many Spanish friends I have beat that statistic? You got girls out there from Venezuela and Colombia doing that thing, snapping back after babies because they know what it takes to hold on a man. I'm just being purely honest.
This pick
You don't
me
like
ass
your man,
bitch.
just say that. But don't say that
There
you're
they
too
go.
tired or you're exhausted. Just say you're comfortable. Just say that you
She
don't
is. She
feel
a
like
pick
there's
me
a
ass
chase
bitch because I bet she don't even got a nigga.
Here's my example.
Okay, so I got a couple things to say to this pick me ass bitch.
Oh shit.
First of all, if I've been doing Idris Elba, Drake, and Michael B. Jordan for 20 years, as I have with my husband, hell yeah, I'm still fucking tired. I don't give a fuck how you look, what you got going on. Second of all, I did put up 3, but second of all, sex for men is more physical, for women is more emotional. A guy could be out all goddamn day with his guys doing work, come home with the kids or whatever. At the end of the day, if he want his dick wet, he gonna get that motherfucker wet. For a woman, if she's done that same thing, but she's tired and is physically, emotionally, she's tired. Give her that fucking grace to be like, no, I don't want to fuck you 4 or 5 times a week. What's wrong with 2 or 3 times? What's wrong with you just doing it when you're in the fucking mood versus putting the time on it? And she's talking about my Venezuelans and whatever the fuck. You can fucking suck your nigga 8 times a fucking week. And guess what? His dick still gonna get hard when he see that big booty ass bitch outside. And he's still gonna fuck her. He's
Lies.
still gonna cheat.
False.
Niggas is gonna, your dick is gonna be hard. You can be.
False.
That's for you. Let's speak for you. But I know there's plenty of guys out there who wife, girl, whoever is fucking them 2-3 times a day, a week. They doing whatever, and they're still cheating. So it don't matter what you do or how you do it. People gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. And when you be in a relationship, I'm gonna speak for me, for 20 plus years, we have kids, careers, house, and everything else going on. We do what works for us. And hell, sometimes shit. There's a lot of people who don't even have sex 2 or 3 times a week, who get it maybe once a month, if that.
Saw that in the
it's
comments.
like it. You know what I'm saying? You do what works for you in your relationship.
She also made it all about how they look. They look this certain way. If I'm attracted to my man, yeah, I'm gonna have sex with him, but I'm also still gonna want to break.
It's not that too. I'm still highly attracted to my husband, but guess what?
Go ahead, Punk.
I don't want to have sex. If I'm tired, I'm tired.
Oh, go ahead, Punk.
The attraction shit definitely matters.
I'm not saying that it doesn't matter.
It definitely matters. When you meet your significant other and y'all be jackrabbits all the fucking time, every time y'all see each other, making time, you tired, he tired, we both work, we live separate places, we driving to come see each other, and y'all fucking.
But it's also that build up too.
Pause.
Go ahead.
I'll let y'all rant. You should have that same love and affection and intensity for the person you spending your life with. The reason why y'all don't be on fucking is because y'all don't. Somewhere down the line, you don't look at that person the same. The appreciation ain't the same. Something done happened that I'm not really feeling you like I used to be feeling you.
So if we go
Blaming the
from
baby is an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
Yes, it is, because there's plenty of people that came into relationships and had a baby, and you still made time to mess with dude or mess with old girl and be fucking like jackrabbits.
so because you don't want to have, just because you go from maybe having sex 5 to 7 times a week to 2 to 3, then there's an issue. There's something wrong. There's
Yes,
more.
what's the
There's
difference?
more ways of. There's more other forms of intimacy other than fucking.
Yes, that same
And some shit-
intimacy was happening during them 5 to 7 times.
But I'm saying, but then
we're not
when you're
talking
new in
about
a
the
relationship,
intimacy
things-
wasn't happening.
We're not
We ain't
saying that.
say
What I'm saying
sex
is-
substituted intimacy. No, the intimacy was happening. The sex was happening. Guess what else was happening? Y'all made time for that shit. Because if you was working and we wasn't together, and I was working and we wasn't together, and we living in separate places, we got a whole bunch of life going on separately.
Exactly.
But if
I
we
about to
fucking
go,
live together and you work and I work, and yeah, we might have a kid And yeah, we got all this shit going on. We're with each other all the fucking time. You used to wake up early in the morning to come get some dick before work. You used to come see me late at night in the middle of the night to come get some. Like, stop acting like you didn't make time then, that you can't make time now. You went to work tired before. But now all of a sudden I gotta go to sleep. It's work in the morning.
You put this such emphasis on work, like, and I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter what it is.
But you put a huge emphasis on, like, well, if it's work,
because
when you go to work and you do this, you do that.
Say.
Absolutely.
I gotta go to work, then come home and do this, then come home and do that. Okay, so cut out the work then.
But what if that person cannot cut out the work?
Then you was doing work and I was doing work over here and we was still making time to be humping 5 to 7 times a week.
Before I was driving all these odd hours. That's because we was talking. I'm trying to show you that I want you to be here.
So why you stop trying to show me?
That's
why you stop trying to show me?
Let her finish her statement.
Pause.
I shouldn't have gave her shit to think about.
No, go ahead,
Killa.
I'm doing all of that to show you that I want to be here with you. So yes, I'm going the extra mile. I'm still tired, but I'm doing it. But here's the difference. If we've been together for some time,
then it's
and
okay
I'm
to slack.
giving you the room to do all the stuff you need to do without feeling rushed, I'm putting maybe my feelings aside because you don't feel like it one day. Why can't you do the same for me? It's plenty of days when dude will come in and say he tired, he just want to eat dinner, relax, and go to sleep. And what if I'm in the mood? That's not fair for you to say that a woman can't have that same right in her relationship.
I didn't say a woman can't.
On top of that,
I don't think nobody should be able to. Man, woman.
Attraction, and it's just I'm not attracted to you anymore. If you're not attracted to that person, then you need to break up. Then it's over.
You just said
there's no attraction.
Just be single.
Just be single, or go find somebody else that you're attracted to.
You just said when y'all first met, you was tired going to work, but you was putting all this effort in to show.
But now we're together. Now we have a.
So that mean all that stop?
A situation.
That mean all that stop?
No, but you need to have some respect for what's going on in that person's life.
Why are we compromising now? Why are we compromising this now?
Because the woman is making a compromise for you too. So for you to say I'm not making that compromise.
What compromise are you making for me? We talking about you first meet somebody, right? And you showing them this because I want to be with you, and I'm showing you that because I want to be with you, and y'all doing all this shit. Why does that stop? Because you're in a relationship now.
I'm not saying it's stopping.
It's slowing down.
You're expecting some frequency. You're expecting it to be the same, and we're not there yet. We're both
How we not there yet? How was we there in the beginning, but we're not there yet?
5 years later.
The excitement is gone.
Exactly.
The excitement is
you ain't
gone.
really fucking with dude the way you
was.
You ain't looking at him the same way.
Go ahead and play the next one, because that's really going to put a little
All right, on to the next.
For that.
We got the male. Oh no, that was a woman perspective. But that was a pygmy according to V-Chat. Let me find it.
I think it's frivolous to just attack women because they don't.
I'm not attacking women. I'm speaking this about everybody. Nobody's attacking women. If you trying to fuck your husband 4 times a week and he telling you no, that's weak as hell.
This one.
Okay. Wait, what happened?
All right, we gonna start it over.
Listen, she ain't said nothing yet.
This is stitch number 2. Send your stitches. You might get on the pod.
Go watch the whole video and then come back. I'll wait.
She's waiting.
Okay, so listen, there are some takeaways that was not mentioned in this conversation, and they're very important. You cannot determine frequency until you perfect satisfaction. Bitch, do I need to say it again? You cannot determine frequency until you perfect satisfaction. What does that mean? That means if baby girl does not enjoy having sex with you, it doesn't matter how frequently you want it. She needs to be satisfied first. She gonna decline you every time if you ain't making her feel good. And vice versa for a female to a male too. So before y'all start talking about how often you want to have sex, you need to figure out how your partner's satisfied. Like lock in on that. So change the narrative.
She's not talking about you not attracted to them. She's talking about the quality of the sex.
You ain't attracted to some weak ass sex. Don't nobody want to be getting weak ass sex for the rest of their life. You ain't attracted to that shit. You're not getting in a relationship with it. You're not marrying it. You're not finna say this shit trash. I'm gonna want to cheat all the time and marry it. You don't do that.
So you don't
So
think
let's
that
stop.
people
Let's
go above
stop.
and beyond when they having sex when they're dating, and that
And
doesn't
then
go
that's
down when you. in
This
your
is
group
my
or something?
point.
Yeah,
Why?
that's what
Why
that's
does
what-
it do that?
We
That's
all-
my point.
We
You're not
want
making
to know
You're not
why.
making us look good.
Stop.
No, but Killa, we
That
want.
shit should only progress because I'm more comfortable with you.
He
I
wants to
wasn't
know
doing the
why.
things I
We
was
know it
doing back
happens.
then.
We talking about real life. We know it happens. We all in
That
fucking.
shit, it happens every day, B.
But he wants to know why does it happen? Because he thinks it's the energy from. You think it's the energy from the woman? Is that what you're trying to?
I
you
think 8
it's-
times out of 10, it's the
Okay.
person who I'm not trying to have sex
Okay.
this many times.
Or I'm tired.
Or I'm tired.
yeah.
You not ripped because you tired. But I bet you if the weekend hit, you gonna make sure you go out. If your girl call you at whatever time, you gonna make time because you ain't that tired. But you telling me you don't got 30 minutes to an hour out your day for me to feel good.
That's not what she was talking about, and that's what I'm
That's
talking
not what.
about.
Who
I
was
don't feel
talking
like
about?
that's.
That
I don't.
video that he played, she is talking about
The sex
before
trash.
you say how many times you want to have sex. Maybe you should consider that. Maybe the
I
last
just think
time
it's
you had
stupid
sex
that there's
it
a
It
was
number
was
put on it.
trash. Yes.
I think it's stupid that a number is put on it. I just feel like you should have sex as often or as frequent as you both are in the mood. Period. Point blank. It
The
shouldn't
problem
be like
with that is moods change and they different.
exactly.
Your mood,
that's the
your,
point.
Exactly. So if I'm in a shitty
Okay,
ass, so if I'm in a
one at a
shitty ass
time.
mood,
One
I'm
at a
supposed to
time.
bust it up because you want to have sex.
Go ahead, Punk.
yes.
Explain,
That's not
explain
enjoyable. That's
why.
not enjoyable
Eight
for
ti-
you.
Let him explain
8
why.
times out of 10, yes.
Explain why.
Because this is the person you chose to be with. So because your mood is fucked up, he gotta suffer.
But
But
How
that shit's
about
not.
one night?
Can I-
It's
can-
one night. How is that suffering? Because you don't
But
get
you're
pussy
saying
one
it's
night.
based
Can I give
off
a
your
perspective?
mood.
Can I
Both
give a
people's
Listen,
mood.
wait, listen.
Both moves, not just mine.
How many?
got a new
A
perspective.
dude mood
Can I-
is
can I
never
give-
no
can
to
I-
having sex.
You're right,
Okay,
'cause-
okay. We didn't
You're
talk
right.
about this. We did talk about this.
Right, hold on. She's
Okay,
saying
I'm
the
gonna let you
mood.
finish it. Then I'm gonna give a different perspective.
You saying the mood. Your mood could be that this day. Your mood could be that the next day. Your mood could be that mood for a fucking month. And I'm supposed to just be like, yeah, she in the mood.
It's not, but then if it's happening
Come
like
on,
that,
that's
then
why
why not ask to see, hey babe, what's the problem? What like try to figure out something else. Like
If
maybe
it's
it's something
ba- if it's
maybe
based-
it's something going on emotionally with her, maybe something mentally. Maybe you need to tap into that too
Yeah,
to see what's going on.
Listen, maybe, but a month that I have to suffer because of a mood. At some point, when do you say, damn, I know it's me and I'm in the mood, but I know my husband still need XYZ? At what point does that
And
happen?
nobody is saying that it doesn't happen.
That is what you're saying. You're
No, I'm
saying
not.
we both gotta be in the mood. If you
I
in
know
the
what I
mood,
said is
that is what you said.
what I'm saying is there should not be a specific number on the week. Like, hey, it's 7 days in a week. Let's fuck 5 days a week.
Can I sneak
said you
in
should
now?
do it as much or as frequent as you both are in the mood to have sex.
Can I
Go
sneak
ahead,
in now?
Deuce.
So what you do then? You got
just
4
to-
kids. Them 6 weeks that your wife had, she couldn't fuck.
All right.
6 weeks.
Okay, now y'all about to
It
go
was
right
more
back
like
down the
4,
rabbit hole.
But come
But
on.
still a month.
I
It's
think
other ways.
I think just what Punk is trying to say, or a perspective of what Punk is saying is, life happens, and that shit crazy, right? But
all day long.
if we don't consciously put some,
Effort.
not even efforts, because she wants to know why is it a number on it, and I just think the way life is, shit gets so crazy. Y'all might be ripping, running, just passing by because family, jobs, careers, all of that, friends, podcasts, y'all might just be walking past each other for a week, and if we don't put a number on it,
What
we'll
you
fuck
thinking
around, go
about it?
3 weeks, a month without even
'Cause you
touching
ain't
each
thinking
other
about it.
because we're not holding any obligation, we're not holding any type of responsibility towards our relationship, because we do know sex is important for the relationship.
I mean,
It's not-
days a
But
week
it's
you
just
gotta
as
go to work.
important. But it's just as important for you to spend that time with your partner too. So there could be a buildup. It could be you doing housework together. It could be a lot of different things. Spending that time
Nobody
together.
said that you don't do those things. This is the problem I have. Y'all want it to be time to do all of that. But if motherfuckers say they want to have sex, it's like, why we gotta have sex? If I make time for us to do laundry together,
Okay.
watch a movie together, whatever it is,
Then you gonna get some pussy because that's the cherry on the top.
But if I do
we didn't have this build up, we had this intimacy all day.
If this happened 4 days out the week, what's the issue?
If it happens 4 days out of the week, that's fine. I just don't feel like there should be an obligation to it. That's what I'm saying. It's okay if it happens, but it shouldn't be an obligation to doing it.
Let me clarify this. There's no obligation for nothing.
Oh yeah, because in the comments, her body belongs to her husband because she's married. No, the fuck you don't. No, it don't.
Says the Bible, it does.
No.
Okay. Says the Bible, it does, and my body belongs to my wife. But anyway,
I feel like in the sense of like you're not giving it to anybody else, but because my body belongs to my husband does not mean that he gets to run through it and do whatever he wants to it. Absolutely
the Bible,
not.
Anyway,
right?
I don't want to go into no Bible talk.
No, we don't do that here.
I don't want to go into all of that. If we not complaining about giving y'all the intimacy that y'all want, but if we say we want sex, because y'all really want that every day.
Okay.
Right?
Understood, yeah.
Y'all want the intimacy every day.
I think, okay, so maybe we're on the same, maybe we've been on the same page this whole time. For you, it's all, I think what I was getting from you is that there should be an obligation to do this 4 to 5 times a week.
Yes.
But if you're giving me what I want, I'm giving you what you want, then it's just happening.
This is how I feel.
Okay.
We both are obligated to give each other what we need. So when I'm saying I feel like you should do this 4 times a week, I'm also saying I've given you what you need, whatever you need. I don't believe nobody should do nothing for, oh yeah, let me do this and I ain't getting nothing in return.
Okay,
it ain't a something for nothing thing.
We in the same book now. Not on the same page, we in the same book. Okay, I get
why
it.
Why y'all always going off the thought process that the nigga ain't doing nothing and he just want this all the time?
No, I'm not.
I don't believe in that.
That's not what I'm saying.
Go
what
ahead,
I'm saying
Killa.
is,
Go ahead,
what I'm saying is,
you look like you had an answer for that.
I'm not saying that it's a thought process that we have to do it. What I'm saying is, if you're giving me what I need throughout the day, and then we're giving each other what we need. So if we're with that, then it's going to happen. But it's always the way it came off the last pod and how we've been talking is just that there is an obligation to doing these things. Like you have to do it, regardless of what your day is like, regardless of whether or not we spend time together, whether or not we did anything. We gotta fuck.
See, I don't want to talk about what your day was like, because what your day was like should dictate how you interact with me. Yes, I'm gonna be here for you, listen to you. We gonna let you talk it out, whatever, because that's what I'm here for. So don't let that shit affect.
I'm not saying if I have a bad day at work, then I'm coming in the house with that mood. What I'm saying is if I have a bad day at work, all right, shit, let me decompress, fine, whatever. Then we cooking together, we do laundry, whatever we do with the kids.
Yes,
then we have our time together. Exactly. So then, okay.
That's
so then that's gonna happen. Then okay, some nights we may fall asleep, some nights you may get pussy. It's not gonna be the same every night, but as long as we're doing that and we're both getting what we want, then it's fine.
That spark's still gone, even if you doing all that.
Not saying that spark don't leave.
I'm just saying that enthusiasm, like how he said, like why we ain't at each other like we was before. Like I feel like motherfucker will wake you up for some sex or like you know like hey, I don't care if you sleep.
I'm drunk as hell leaving this fun. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I don't need to come. I'm coming over, baby.
Boy.
Nah, I ain't coming to the house drunk
and that is episode 55.
And then they in the bed asleep, man. You like
any final thoughts?
Now you ass naked.
Final thoughts over there?
Exactly. And you're not getting no pussy. Maybe in the morning, but that night you're not right.
I'm gonna separate you two next time.
10 years ago, the same shit. I came in and I passed out because I was drunk.
Any final thoughts over there?
Shout out to the TikTok followers. I be fucking with y'all, even when y'all
be commenting everything. I be like, this nigga's really replying to
I do. When I see it, sometimes I take like 30 minutes out of my day when I'm just scrolling all the comments. Some I done seen, so just to catch up and see. So if I need to comment on shit, shout out to y'all. I appreciate
Punk famous.
Y'all. Not yet.
V-chat. Any final thoughts?
They be talking about her toes pretty.
You gonna
I
show
ain't
the
gonna
toes
show
off
y'all
today?
No.
toes.
I got the first pedicure, but no.
Just asking.
Don't give them nothing to look at. We gonna start a little.
Hey.
OnlyFans.
I'm
Only
not
getting
opposed.
something to look at.
A
At least
beach
get your
OnlyFans for my
A
toes.
We
beach
gonna
at
brand you,
toes,
baby.
Cam.
We gonna brand you over here,
You gonna have
baby.
to pay for that. They gonna have to pay for that content. Let me stop.
Don't forget to follow the YouTubes. Hey, we at
980 something.
No, 920 something. 925.
On YouTube?
Yeah, subscribers.
Oh, I thought I seen that.
We need 1,000 about it, y'all. We getting that though.
Yeah, come rock with us. Shout out to the listeners on the
Go
just
ahead.
on the streaming sites. We
Yeah.
up to 1,000. What is it? Every 30 days?
1,000 downloads a month. Yeah.
That's lit.
So, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
good
That
at
mean people listening. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. We growing. We growing. We growers, not showers.
V-Chat Killa.
Wow.
I appreciate y'all too. We growers.
You know,
not showers.
Deuce had to deuce it up at the end. I didn't give y'all my dramatic intro, so say something inappropriate on the outro.
Showers, not growers. Let me stop.
Peace out before we get in
Bye, y'all.
trouble.
If it look like I ain't packing, that don't mean I ain't.